Hey, what is up you guys? How is it going? Welcome to the Ecomhunt YouTube channel. My name is Shirban. I will be your guide for this video, and this week we're gonna do something special. We're gonna talk about news. Yeah, you heard that right. We're gonna change the plan a bit, and once every month we're gonna do this different kind of video where we're gonna talk about what's happening in the world, like new stuff that's happening online that you should know about. In this video, first of all, we're going to talk about the biggest problem, iOS 14 update. I'm going to tell you what that is, why you should know about it, why is it so important, but most importantly, how can you make something about this situation? How can you do something to improve the iOS 14 update situation and make the best out of it? Second of all, we're going to talk about memes. Yes, you heard that right. We're gonna talk about memes. If I don't have your interest yet, I want you to know that there are memes that have been sold for millions of dollars. So I hope that I have your attention now. Third of all, we're gonna talk about crypto. That's the hottest thing right now. Crypto, everybody's talking about crypto. And I think that you should know a thing or two about crypto and what's happening in the crypto world right now. First of all, I want you to leave a like to this video because you will greatly help us with the YouTube algorithm. Second of all, subscribe to our channel because you will greatly help us and you will be among the first ones to receive news when we are posting something new. So let's get this video started. Apple has just launched iOS 14, which is the brand new operating system of all of the Apple devices. Now, what is the big deal about this? Why is everybody talking about this like it would be the apocalypse? How does this help you in any way? Why should you know about this? Let's find out. First of all, what is this update? What is this iOS 14 update? Why it's such a big deal? Mainly because every Apple user, if you have an Apple phone and you have updated to iOS 14, you will see that all of the apps that you are accessing right now will ask you for your permission. What does that mean? All of the apps will have to ask you for permission to track your activities. Now, up until now, you didn't have to do that because by default, Apple let every app to track your activity, including Facebook. This is what Facebook doesn't like about this situation, about this iOS 14 update, because they cannot by default track you anymore. They must ask for your permission. Now, that's not a problem. Facebook told us that, hey, it's okay, you will accept that anyway. They have expected between 20 and 25% of Apple users to actually accept to be tracked. But in reality, only about 4% of people accepted to be tracked. And this is really bad news for Facebook. Facebook doesn't like this. Now, the thing is that they are going back and forth. They are colliding all the time. And this is not the final the final form of this agreement. We might see some changes in the future, but who knows? I am telling you what I'm seeing right now. In front of you, you see a small article from the Facebook blog where they are talking about the Apple iOS 14 release date and how it may affect your ads and reporting and our whole business in general. Now, I have underlined two big things from here. Now, I'm going to leave you a link in the description to read everything because this is really useful and you will find a lot of useful information here. Now, in all of this article, I found two big negative things. First of all, delayed reporting. Real-time reporting will not be supported and data may be delayed up to 3 days. And for iOS 14, app install campaigns conversion events will be reported based on the time that they are reported to Facebook by a third-party API and not by the time they occur. Now, this is the first thing that I'm saying because it's the biggest, is the worst. Because by having this in place, this means that we will not be able to instantly see the results of our campaigns anymore. Now, we are used that, for example, if we get a sale, we know about that sale. We have it registered in our Pixel, we check it in the business manager, and we will see in the ad section that we have a sale. This is not quite instant, but we are used to have it in like half an hour, maybe 1 hour after the event occurs. And I'm talking about all of the events, not only purchases. We're talking about add to carts, checkouts, payment information, even visits. We will have this delayed by 3 days. That's a lot. That's huge. I mean, who could do business with these conditions in place? I mean, I want to optimize my ads based on what I see that the ads are doing, not based on what the ads are doing and I see after 3 days. That's not logical at all. It's not good for business. Now, I have a solution for this. Make sure to watch this video and find out what is that solution. Next up, the second worst thing that will happen with this iOS 14 update is the fact that you will not have support for breakdowns. For both app and web conversions, delivery and action breakdowns such as age, gender, region, and placement will not be supported. Now, this is also bad because I want to know who's clicking on my ads and why are they clicking. For example, if I have a campaign for Europe, I want to know where are the people clicking from, and I want to know what's the region people click from, what are their age, what are their gender, and so on and so forth. So I will be able to further optimize my ads. So in order for me to reach those people better, right? You don't want to be that broad. You want to know and you want to narrow down your audiences. You want to narrow down your targeting based on the breakdowns that Facebook used to offer me before the iOS 14 update. Now we're gonna need to find an alternative way to do this, and I'm gonna show you how. Now, these two things from all of this article, I found that these two things were like the worst things that will happen with the iOS operating system release, iOS 14. Now, there are some things that we can do to ease our pain. It's not that bad. There are some things. I have a list for you, so get a pen ready, get a paper ready, write them down because this is really important. I want you to do this after you will watch this video because this is really important. It will not change the world, but it would help tremendously. You need to do this in order to have the best performance and make the best out of this situation, because this is not such a good situation. This is why people don't like this, because all of the e-commerce business and usually anything that's online, it's based on tracking. You got to track your users' behavior in order to know how to best fulfill your customers' desires, how to best do decisions and how to do your campaigns in order to profit the best way possible from them. And now with the iOS 14 update, you're not going to be able to do that because, as you can see, only about 4% of people have accepted tracking. Now, I don't know what can Facebook do in order to increase that. They can offer people money, like telling them, hey, I'm going to give you $5 just to accept this. I don't know if that's possible. It's not possible. Of course, it was a joke. But given the fact that the percentages are pretty close to like 4 or 5%, that's not a lot of people. So we're going to need to find a way around this. We're going to need to work our way around this and find something to make the best out of this situation. So this is what I'm going to do next. Get your pen, get your paper, or open up a notes document and make sure to follow what I'm about to say. First thing that is really, really important for you to do is to verify your domain. This is the first thing that you should do after watching this video. And you can do that by going into Business Tools, Business Settings, and you will find an area here where you can verify your domain. You just gotta click on Brand Safety, and under that you will see Domains. Now, I'm gonna leave you a link in the description that will help you go through the process. Now, you're gonna need to verify your domain here because you're gonna have to set up some events for this domain. Now, you all know what purchase events are: add to cart events, add payment information, add to cart, visit events. All of those are pre-made events that already worked before this update, and now we will have to confirm and to verify our domain. And once that is done, we will have to set up and prioritize events for this domain. That is really easy, and Facebook is gonna show you how to do it step by step. I'm gonna leave you a link in the description. Just trust me, it's really easy. Follow the steps there and you'll get it done. UTM stands for Urchin Tracking Module. A UTM is a snippet of code, a snippet of text that is inside an URL in order to provide a better tracking of what happens with that URL. Where do the people that click on that URL come from? And you will learn some more things about the people that are tracking that URL with the help of the UTMs. Now, you can create these UTMs there is a UTM builder inside Facebook. I'm gonna leave a link in the description, so you will just click that and you will find instructions here. The only thing that you have to do is fill up these things in here, like website URL, campaign source, campaign medium, campaign name, campaign term, campaign content, and you can create a new URL. Once that URL is created, you will have a new UTM and you can start using that. Instead of using your store's link, for example, abc.com/footwear, instead of using that link of the product page, so you will not have to copy and paste the product page link because Facebook is not tracking what happens on our store anymore. We will have to go around this. Now, we will have to create this URL, you will have to create this UTM and copy it and paste it in your ads manager when you are creating an ad right here. Boom, click here and paste it, and that way with that UTM you will be able to check a lot more things about your link, about your UTM, and you can know a lot more things about what's happening with your ads and in a more instant manner, in a better manner that Facebook is providing us at this moment. Because Facebook is unable to track what's happening, we can do that separately with a UTM created inside the Facebook app, and we can use that to better know what's happening with our ads, and we can do that with the help of Google Analytics, and we can know a lot more stuff. Like it's really complex, and by the way, I'm gonna leave you a link in the description so you will understand how these UTMs work better and why you should use them. I am 100% that you guys have heard about NFTs before. Now, what is an NFT? First of all, the definition, non-fungible token. Basically, no fancy words, meaning that it's a token, it's something that cannot be replaced, cannot be duplicated. It's something that only you can own. There's only one or a dozen or a limited number of exemplars. There's no way of duplicating this. Now, things have really gone out of control since then. Now, there's nothing like an explosion of blockchain news to leave you thinking, what's going on here? This is exactly what I was thinking first when I heard about NFTs. What is an NFT? I mean, there are people who are getting millions of dollars for NFTs. The people who create NFTs make them available in quantities that they want. So if I want to create an NFT, I am the one who's going to decide how many of those NFTs are going to be created. And as we all know, the price of something is highly relevant to the quantity that exists on the market. Now, if I want to sell this piece of paper for $1 million, people will not be interested in this because anybody can get a piece of paper like this, or these sunglasses, right? This is a pair of sunglasses that cost like $50, and anybody can get these. It's not such a big deal. I cannot sell this for $1 million, only if I would be Elvis Presley or Notorious B.I.G. or something like that, a big superstar that's passed and left behind only one pair of these, and that's the rarity. The rarity gives the price. Now, the thing with the NFTs is that they are digital, right? And whatever, like anybody would say, why would you pay so much for something digital? The thing is that, yeah, you can download this. For example, if this would be an NFT, I would just right click on it, save images, and boom, I will have the same thing that somebody paid $100,000 for. Well, the thing is that I can do this and a million other people can do this, but what NFTs are is the fact that you can copy a digital file as many times as you can, including the art that is included within an NFT. But NFTs are designed to give you something that cannot be copied. Ownership of the work. Here, stay with me. That's exactly what people did in the last few months, and they took advantage of this. And this is such a big thing that happened in the NFT world. Big news started hitting the market that woman in the disaster girl meme sells original photo as NFT for $500,000. Now, the girl, I mean, she's not a girl right now, Zoe Roth, made this image in 2005 with her with a burning house in the background. Now, we all know that this is a really well-known meme. I even have this saved on my computer. Does that mean that I can be rich, I can sell those? No, that doesn't mean. The girl that actually owns this photo, the girl who's in this photo, agreed to sell the ownership rights of this NFT. She made an NFT, a non-fungible token of this image, digital image, and she's selling it online, only one piece. I mean, she didn't make 2, 3, 5, 1,000 pieces. She only made one NFT out of this picture. It's a digital download and it's stored somewhere in a blockchain. It's all secretly, it's all secure and everything that comes with a blockchain storage. But she only made one of these. It's an NFT and only made one of these, and she started a bidding war, and somebody won that war for $500,000. And the thing with this is that all of the NFTs are being sold with Ethereum, which is the second most powerful cryptocurrency in the world, and this one was sold to 180 Ethereum. Now, there are lots and lots of other pieces of art. There are some of them who sold them for $69.3 million, and the world is absolutely going crazy with NFTs because you never know what you can learn. Now, next up, I have this other NFT, the creator of the Neon Cat. You all know this Neon Cat. It's a pretty popular meme back in the days. It's a pretty old meme. Hey, it actually turns 10 years. And Chris Torres, the artist behind the Neon Cat, has remastered the original. He made it into an NFT, one of a kind, and only one, no more. And the lucky winner has bought it for I don't know, I think like $3 million. People sold the cereal for more than $3.5 million. I think that the Neon Cat was sold for like 1 million or something like that. That's crazy to even think about this. I mean, look at this. It's such a basic thing. And the creator has never, I'm sure that he has never thought about this, that he could sell this, the rights, the ownership to this GIF with $1 million. And he actually did that. Now, next up, I have a few more links. For example, if you know, like, if you know fighting, this is from UFC. This is Khabib Nurmagomedov. This is one of the best UFC fighters in the world. He has retired, and now he's finding all kinds of ways to make money from his retirement. Even he lives in Russia, in the mountains. Even he has launched some NFTs. Like, he was only power and muscle. He used to fight, and that's it. I don't think he had something in his brain to think about something like this, but his assistant, his manager told him, hey, this is a big wave, let's do this. And look at this, all of them are sold. Like, if I scroll down, there are 100, 200, like 300 NFTs, gold, and each and every one of them, it's $3,000. Imagine that only this is worth like $1 million. And from you can see here, like 90% of them are sold. Sold, everything is sold. If you go to the platinum cards, like gold cards are 300, platinum cards are only 30, and almost all of them are sold, like 70% of them. And these start from $29,000. The diamond card, which is $300,000, and you only have one of these. Last but not least, let's talk about the hottest topic of this year, and maybe the other year as well, and maybe 2 years before, and so on, and that is cryptocurrency. Now, everybody knows about cryptocurrency, and if you don't know about cryptocurrency, there's a pretty big chance you might have been living under a rock or something like that, because everybody's talking about this. You know that something's on a wave and something's a big hype when everybody's talking about it. And I'm not talking about your circle of friends. I'm talking about literally everybody. Even if I go and visit my parents, they are asking me about Bitcoin. Even if I go and visit my grandmother, she tells me about this thing that's online and you can pay with it. Even my grandmothers know about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They have a small idea in their head. Now, this is a pretty big indicative that this is such a hype. And if you go out town, there's a pretty big chance that you will hear conversations about crypto and all that. So I think that you should know something about it, and I think that you should get informed, because crypto is gaining momentum and a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are investing in it, and that group of people is increasing with more and more people every day. And I think that this is a big reason why you should get interested and start reading about crypto and do your own research, do your own investments according to what you're thinking, according to what is your budget. But as a disclaimer, I would tell you to only invest in crypto the amount of money that you can afford to lose. That's a big thing that I always follow. Now, in this article here, it says that investors can now purchase cryptocurrencies using Venmo. This is a pretty big subsidiary of PayPal, and they have started accepting cryptocurrency purchases and transfers, and that is huge, man. That's huge. Such a big company that has more than 70 million users can now purchase like main cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, making another step toward providing investors with a mainstream access to cryptocurrency. And this, I think that this is only the beginning, because more and more people will become interested about this, more and more services will provide them what are they interested about. Now, the thing with this is that when you start seeing news like this and when you start reading articles like this, you will understand that this is only in the incipient stages, in the beginning stages. Now, crypto did not appear yesterday, or 1 year ago. Even though you've only heard, there's a pretty big possibility you've only heard about crypto recently, but crypto's been around since like 2009 or something like that. So it's more than 10 years. Now, as you probably know, the biggest coin in the cryptocurrency market right now is Bitcoin. This is right here on CoinMarketCap. Is number one. This is like the most traded cryptocurrency in the world. It has a pretty huge market cap of almost $1 trillion, a pretty big daily volume of trading, and a limited supply. Now, after Bitcoin, there were created lots and lots more cryptocurrencies, which each and every one of them serve a purpose, or they are copying each other. And there are, at the moment, thousands over thousands of cryptocurrency. They are divided into like main coins and these like altcoins, which are alternative coins. And the main ones are like the ones that you've heard about, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, XRP, and all those. And I'm sure you've heard about Dogecoin. And let's talk a bit about this. I'm going to tell you a pretty funny story. Back when I was getting started into crypto, it was like 2012 or something like that. I used to mine crypto, and I used to mine Bitcoins from my own computer with a small stick. And I don't know, I made a couple of Bitcoins because back there, they were like $80 a Bitcoin, like $100 a Bitcoin, something like that. And I didn't know that it would become so big. I mean, the small group of people that I was talking about Bitcoin, they used to tell me that, hey, this will be huge, $1 million a Bitcoin. And I told them, hey, this is like a fantasy. How can a Bitcoin reach $1 million? Now it's like $100. And I did a lot of stuff with it. And at one time I gathered like 30 Bitcoin, and there were no trading platforms like you have now. Like you have Binance, KuCoin, Coinbase, and all of those, Kraken, Poloniex. You didn't have those. You only had like wallets, like main wallets that you could store your Bitcoin in with a user and a password. And the only way to protect it was to write down the user and the password in a notepad. And that's what I did. And I stored it in a notepad, and that notepad was on a stick. And I forgot about that USB stick. And like 5 years later, it was like 2017. A friend of mine asked me, "Hey, do you have a USB memory stick? Because I need it for a project at a university." And I told him, "Yeah, sure, I have a stick lying around at home. Here's the stick. Now you can use it." And he actually formatted all of that, and he deleted everything. And that's like, in these days, it's worth a lot of hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's currency, if you take Bitcoin's value, today's money. And I need to sleep well at night knowing that I will never recover that money, because I gave it to hackers, I gave it to friends of mine. I told them I will give them half the money if they can find me the password and the user to that wallet. But nobody could, because it was formatted. Now, this is a sad story. I don't want to make you cry. But Bitcoin, I mean, as of today, you will see that there will be a lot of fluctuations in the price. Bitcoin has fallen a lot since like the last 3 days. Bitcoin was close to $70,000, if I reckon correctly. It was $61,000, And since then, if you're looking at like the last week, since then it has fallen like greatly from 50 something thousand dollars to 30 something thousand dollars. So it had a great fall. Now you should get used to this because it's not yet legalized. It's a market that's pretty influenceable by big personalities. And for example, Elon Musk plays a pretty big role in this, because if he tweets something that's negative or positive related to Bitcoin, it will fall or it will rise. Now you should expect things like this, volatility in the market because of news. And I'm sure you've heard about Dogecoin, because that's one of the hottest things right now. It was a coin that was invented as a joke by some friends. And let's check it out. Let's click it. Dogecoin was around like 2 cents, 1 cent, or something like that back in the day, and it was created as a joke. And eventually Elon Musk knew about it, and he started tweeting something about it, and it went through the roof, man. If you look at the like last month statistics, let's do like 3 months. It went from absolutely zero, for less than 5 cents, it went to up to like 71 cents. That's more than 10 times the value. So anything you would have invested like 3 months ago, you would have made like 12 times the value right now. So this is speculacy. Of course, this is not something that I would recommend you to do, but it's crazy how these things can happen. Look, I even found this article on Reddit of a young guy of 24 years old telling that, "I'm crying, thank you so much, I just paid all of my debts at 24 years old." And that's amazing. You start reading, "I just wanted to thank Reddit for everything. $110,000 is what I cashed out today. My car is paid off, student loans, healthcare, phone." Yeah, this guy is bragging about paying off his phone when he earned $110,000. That's funny. "And I have 20% for a down payment on a home." Now that's amazing. Doing this is amazing at 24 years old, but you gotta understand that this is a success story, and not everybody is a success story. So you gotta think before investing, right? This is amazing if you look at it. Now, this guy has risked a lot if you think about it, because Dogecoin has had like a 10x raise. If he made $110,000, it means that he invested like $15,000 or something like that, which is a lot of money to have at 24 years old. It could mean that he invested everything that he owned, like he sold his car or something like that, because of Reddit. You shouldn't do that. That's like really bad. But this guy did it anyway, and he earned a lot of money. But the same way he could have lost all the money. So there's no way you could tell this. There's no way you can know when a cryptocurrency is going to tank or to go to the moon. Now, as I showed you in CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin has recently taken a huge tank. Now, it more than 20%. It was like 30% down in the last 7 days, which is a lot. And you should get used to this, because cryptocurrencies fall and rise a lot depending on the news. And you should know this. You should take everything with a grain of salt. I'm not telling you to do the same as this Reddit guy did. I'm not telling you to sell everything and invest in a random coin. I'm telling you to make your own assessments, to think about this, and logically implement everything that you learn, right? Because crypto is something that should be studied. You shouldn't blindly invest your money in it. And the reason why I made this crypto bit in this video is to make you aware of this this new thing that's on the wave right now, and it's a pretty big hype, that's called cryptocurrency. Now everybody's doing this, it's on the rise, and more people are interested in this, and I want you to be interested as well. I want you to be informed. I want you to make smart decisions about crypto investing. And the only thing that I'm telling people about crypto is to only invest what they are capable of losing, right? Because that way you're not taking a fall. You will not you will not cry yourself to sleep every day. Cryptocurrency is an amazing business opportunity that could make you a lot of money, and as well could lose you a lot of money if you don't do it properly. Now, this is why I made this video, to make you start studying about crypto and make your own decisions, make your own economical assessments, and there's pretty big potential in this if you study it correctly and if you make the proper decisions. So guys, that was it for this video. Thank you for watching. I just want you to know that iOS 14 update is not as bad as it seems. If you followed my video, you see that there are some solutions. Second of all, keep your eyes on NFTs because as you've seen in my video, those were crazy, man. Those were crazy. Were literally sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I think that this is a topic that you should keep an eye on. And third of all, crypto. You've seen how crazy crypto has become. And that's another thing that you should keep your eye on. Now, before ending this video, please leave a like to this video because it will greatly help us with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to our channel to be among the first ones to see the new videos that we're posting, and click the first link in the description for a 31% to Ecomhunt, which is the best platform when it comes to finding dropshipping products. Thank you for watching this video and I hope you have an amazing weekend. Bye-bye.